Mario. It's a fun, harmless game series that consistently comes out with new games and has built up to being a huge gaming icon. Usually, Mario games are good, and I have a really good time playing them. But sometimes, that's not the case. This game, in my opinion, is the most overrated Mario game ever. So before I go ahead and tell you what the game is, I'll give you a little background knowledge on when I first played this game. So, I don't remember how old I was exactly, but I think I was around 11 or 12, and it was my younger brother's birthday. We'll just call him Filbert. So, it was Filbert's birthday, and he got from his best friend a $10 Nintendo eShop gift card. Well, Filbert was really excited by this. Later that day, him and I were browsing the eShop on our Wii U, looking for a $10 game we could get with his card. But sadly, we realized that most games that we wanted were a lot more than $10. But then I said, wait, Filbert, maybe we could get a virtual console game instead of a normal one since they're a lot cheaper. Then Filbert said, good idea, Eli. I love you so much. You're the best brother ever. I mean, obviously, it probably didn't go exactly like that. It was probably a little different. Anyway, we started looking through virtual console games to see if there were any we thought might be interesting, until eventually we came across this one Mario game. It was a game I had heard a lot about, and from what other people told me, it was a pretty good game. So my bro went ahead and bought the game, and when I was done downloading, Filbert played it. He said he liked it, and when he gave me a turn, I liked it too. But now that some time has passed, my opinion has changed. Is it a bad game? Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Yeah, it's a terrible game. But what am I talking about? You guys don't even know the game I'm talking about is. I guess I won't hide it any longer. The game I'm talking about is
It's me, Mario!
Super Mario 64. Now, is this game all bad? Well, no. It has a few good things. First of all, it has a pretty okay soundtrack. Not that memorable, but it's fine for what it is. And I suppose that there are a few new enemies that are pretty okay, I guess. And that's about it. I'm sorry, I just don't see why people like this game so much. It's lazy, it's cheap, and doesn't add a whole lot new to the Mario franchise. People crave that the level design is so good, and while I suppose that it's kinda decent, holy cow, it's not that good. It's so lazy how the only boss in the whole game is Bowser, and you only fight him 3 times. 3 times! And now I know what you're gonna say. But Eli guy, it's not that bad. You even said that the level design and music are alright. Get over yourself. And that brings me to my next point. It's controls. It is so hard for me to get used to them. It's not exact at all. And half the time, it feels like sheer luck if I'm gonna make a jump or not. And you can't just use the excuse that it's on the N64 and it didn't have the ability to have better controls. Have you ever heard of a tiny little game called, I don't know, what was it? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? If you want good controls on the N64, play OOT. This is how it should have controlled. Not so all in all, Super Mario 64 is not good at all. In order to start playing this game, you have to get used to its terrible controls. And once you do, which takes forever by the way, it's only just so you can experience some mediocre levels that didn't even have a lot to them in the first place. I don't think it's worth it. But to end this on a high note, I guess this just is saying how good all of Mario's other games are. Super Mario World set the bar really high, and I guess Mario 64 just couldn't live up to it. At least we have the modern Mario masterpieces on Switch, like Mario Maker 2 and Mario Odyssey we can play. Am I right? See you later, guys. I'll see you next time.